Coming up tonight on the news at 6. Helena area restaurants weigh in on tighter restrictions ordered by Governor Bullock. Plus,
honestly, I have to say that was really a godsend to us.
How the Blackfeet tribe is helping member-owned businesses navigate the challenges of the pandemic.
From Montana's news leader, this is MTN News at 6.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the news at 6. I'm Andy Curtis, and thanks for joining us tonight. New restrictions announced by Governor Bullock that aim to prevent the spread of COVID-19 take effect on Friday. MTN's Alexia Guayo spoke to several Helena businesses about the impact that these changes will have.
I had a feeling it was coming, and I think it's a good thing for the community and for the state.
The new governor's directive places more restrictions on places like Chris's restaurant, the Montana City Grill. Under the governor's orders, bars, casinos, and restaurants now must limit their capacity to 50% and must close their doors by 10 p.m. beginning Friday. But not all restaurants were happy to see the new guidelines.
We just want to keep everybody safe, number one. And our thoughts are, if we have to go back to seating half capacity, that's what we'll do.
One casino owner says kicking people out of regulated environment does not make sense.
So in an environment where we do all of the things that the Public Health Service is demanding of us, the governor finds it fit to kick the people out at 10 p.m. Now, I'm not 20 anymore, but at the age 25, if you sent me home at 10 p.m., I would be thinking about house parties. We're going to go and try to find a whole group of friends in an unregulated environment where people are doing whatever they want to do.
I've reached out to the governor's office to clarify some possible confusion in regard to the closing time, such as can businesses still offer delivery or curbside pickup past the 10 p.m. mark? I've yet to receive an answer, but will update you as soon as I do. In Helena, I'm Alexi Guayo, MTN News.
And Montana reported over 1,200 additional COVID-19 cases today, bringing the statewide total to over 51,000 cases. There are now just under 18,000 active cases across the state, and 10 more deaths have been reported since last night, meaning 580 Montanans have died from COVID-19 complications. Now, as a reminder, MTN numbers vary from the states since we also track data reported by local health departments. And now with a look at our weather out there, Chief Meteorologist Curtis Grevenitz.
Well, good Wednesday evening, Andy. Good Wednesday evening, everybody. Looking at a pretty quiet day, maybe not the prettiest of November days, not as warm as yesterday, but a cold front is going to move through the state here. Can kind of see a line of precipitation right here, and if you look closely, a couple of thunderstorms are embedded in that line. Look at the lightning strikes here, a bunch up in northern Idaho and then also in the western part of the state. Boise hit pretty hard by a few rumbles of thunder, and it's not out of the realm of possibilities that we see or hear a few rumbles of thunder here tonight with some snow squalls. Snow squall is a very heavy snow shower with a lot of wind, and that's exactly what is moving into western Montana right now. We'll look ahead to the weekend. Weekend wellness is on the way, and how about Thanksgiving? I'll let you know if we've got good gravy coming our way coming up.
And there's a lot of good news coming out about a vaccine for COVID-19. And on Wednesday afternoon, U.S. Senator Steve Daines announced that he was one of the many Montanans participating in Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine trial. Following the announcement of the vaccine being 95% effective, Daines says that he's tested positive for antibodies. Senator Steve Daines says it was his mother who encouraged him to join Pfizer's vaccine trial taking place in Bozeman. The trial is blind, meaning the senator and other participants were not told if they received the vaccine or a placebo. Daines said he chose to participate in the trial to help Montanans build confidence and trust in the vaccine.
While I do believe that a vaccine is key to getting back to normal, I don't believe in mandating it. I would, however, encourage Montanans to get the vaccine once it's approved, in consultation, of course, with their doctor.
Hey, Browning Coffee Shop is one of dozens of local businesses hoping to soon get a little relief from the pandemic. Now, as we told you last night, the Blackfeet tribe is offering grants to businesses owned by tribal members. MTN's Coulter Anstad explains why getting some of that grant money is so very important to this coffee shop.
Hello.
You wouldn't know by looking at the seemingly endless line of cars at Hinman Coffee Shop Wednesday morning, but 2020 has been a struggle for the business.
Okay, so 2 sausage, eggs, and cheese then? Yes. Okay. When the tribe releases information about these relief funds for tribal-owned businesses, I would honestly have to say that that was really a godsend to us.
Jade Heather Hinman owns the coffee shop with her husband. When they purchased the building earlier this year, they never anticipated they'd be opening during a pandemic with the Blackfeet Reservation shut down.
The tribe had the mandated stay-at-home order, so that applied to everybody. So our family went home. You know, we just had a little chunk of our savings left, and so we were kind of teetering on the idea, like, do we continue to go forward with our business, or do we just stay home and use whatever little savings that we have left basically to get us to the end of the year.
Wanting to be able to provide for her 7 children and serve as a model for the community, she and her husband decided to use what little money they had left to get the business open.
We've just been kind of slowly renovating as we were able to. So we got this whole drive-through area ready to go. Okay, so she labeled each one of these for you. She's working on the rest of your order. At the beginning of this community, there were small businesses everywhere. It was flourished with small businesses. And so you see a lot of those businesses have died with the generations. And so I felt like it was really important for us to bring that back.
There is still much work to be done, but Hinman is thankful for where she's at.
We want this to be a family business for generations to come.
In Browning,
sausage, egg, and cheese. Let me get you tilled out really quick.
Coulter Anstad, MTN News.
Now turning our attention to the state capital, Montana lawmakers chose their leaders today for the 2021 legislature. Republican and Democratic caucuses chose their top leaders for the upcoming session. Senator Mark Blaisdell of Kalispell will be the new Senate President, and Representative Wiley Galt of Martinsdale will be Speaker of the House. Both are Republicans. The GOP has a 67-33 majority in the House and a 31-19 majority in the Senate. Now, Democrats elected women lawmakers for their minority leaders in each body. Representative Kim Abbott of Helena for the House and Senator Jill Cohenauer of East Helena for the Senate. The FAA gave approval for the troubled Boeing 737 MAX to carry passengers once again, following 2 air disasters that killed 346 crew members and passengers. Boeing was forced to ground the 737 MAX for 20 months. Financial damage to the commercial jetliner manufacturer is estimated to be more than $20 billion. That places the 737 debacle among the most expensive corporate mistakes in history, very similar to BP's Deepwater Horizon oil spill. Boeing has spent $600 million for pilot training and software upgrades in their effort to make the 737 safe to fly again. The global pandemic's effect on air travel and lingering questions about the airplane's safety are likely to impact sales for years to come. And Malmstrom Air Force Base is getting some upgrades. The base will receive the MH-139 Gray Wolf helicopter. This will be replacing the Vietnam-era UH-1N Hueys next summer. Malmstrom will be the first intercontinental ballistic missile base in the country to receive this upgrade. Officials say the new helicopters will provide critical security for intercontinental ballistic missiles stationed around Malmstrom Air Force Base. The Gray Wolf helicopter is made by Boeing. And still ahead on the news at 6, in tonight's Montana Ag Network feature, we'll show you what makes the cider at Big Mountain Cider Works so special.
Montana's news leader. You're watching MTN News at 6.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us here tonight. A family-owned business in West Kalispell made their dream a reality in late October when Big Mountain Cider Works officially opened their doors. MTN's Sean Wells talks to the family, who shows us what makes their homegrown cider so special to Northwest Montana in tonight's Montana Ag Report.
Sitting on 40 acres, Big Mountain Cider Works have opened their new tasting room in West Kalispell, offering a wide variety of ciders made from fresh fruit from their own orchard.
We have about 22 varieties of apples and pears. We have about 7,000 trees on our orchard.
Big Mountain Cider Works co-owner Jennifer Desmo and her family have been Kalispell residents for the last 17 years. The family started making small batches of cider in 2006 from a small family orchard and dreamed about producing their own cider on a larger scale. In 2012, they bought 40 acres of land in West Kalispell and planted apple and pear trees in the dirt 2 years later.
And we found this piece of land which was perfect because it had the right amount of slope, light, and water for irrigation.
8 years later, the Desmos have 6 ciders on tap in their tasting room with the ability to produce more than 20,000 gallons of cider in-house.
We actually had to hire a crew from Columbia Falls and handlers to get the tanks into the building.
The Desmos take a family approach when coming up with the recipes for making cider, with input from Jennifer, her husband Bud, and their son Jack.
When it comes to like dialing in a flavor, like a cider, me and my mom and my dad, we all are a part of that process.
Jack says he and his 2 brothers have bonded over making their family dream a reality over the last 8 years.
So me and my brothers have really bonded over working in the orchard, moving stuff in here. We put the insulation in, all that stuff, and it's really nice to just work as a family.
The Desmos say alcohol content in their ciders range anywhere from 4.5 to 8% and tend to taste on the drier side compared to big brand ciders. In Kalispell, Sean Wells, MTN News.
Now, along with the cider, the new tap house also has a full kitchen serving lunch and dinner with fresh bites straight from their orchard. Now, with a look at our weather, Chief Meteorologist Curtis Grevenitz.
What's that saying about apple cider, Andy?
If it's brown, you're in cider town. If it's clear and yellow, you got juice there, fella.
Oh, really? That's what I didn't know.
In Canada, the whole thing's flip-flops, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, they're above the border there.
Yeah.
I thought an apple cider a day keeps the doctor away. But
oh, that too.
That too. That's another one. Hey, we've got a disturbance moving into Montana. Look at this area of cloud cover that is developing right here. That's the cold front that is kicking off a few thunderstorms moving into western Montana, and a lot of instability with that area of low pressure that will move through the state tonight and tomorrow. Let you know what that means coming up in the forecast next.
There starts now with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Grevenitz.
All right, welcome back. Good Wednesday evening, everybody. Not a bad day, maybe not as warm or as pretty as it was yesterday in parts of the state. 43 degrees in Great Falls right now. Enjoy a 13-mile-per-hour wind because that wind will be ramping up. And in Helena, 40 degrees, calm conditions. I don't have the camera positioned just right, but if you find the moon, all right, and then you go up into the left of the moon, you can see Jupiter and then Saturn right there. The moon is in the southwestern sky. It's pretty obvious to see. And then you can see Jupiter and Saturn as well. Again, just to the up and to the left there. But there you can see the temperatures, 30s and 40s. Even Billings at 51 degrees. And again, the wind not too bad right now, even 22 miles per hour in Livingston. That's nothing for those folks down there. But northeast Montana under a winter weather advisory. Not for a lot of snow, a little ice coming down here tonight. Some snow showers. So we've got a winter weather advisory for the Glacier area, and then for the Bitterroots, the Sapphires down into Beaverhead County. Some snow showers and snow squalls coming through. And again, a snow squall is a really intense snow shower. And we have a line of snow showers and snow squalls and also some rain in the lower elevations. But see this little darker blue line right there? That is a thunderstorm that is now moving towards the low area, and Missoula could get hit pretty hard here, and this line will be moving eastward here as we go through the next few hours. There's the cold front, and it's providing enough energy and enough lift to create some thunderstorms here moving through Idaho and likely holding on into western Montana. Otherwise, besides the storm that we're dealing with, very quiet here throughout a lot of the country. So the computer model picking up the intensity very well right there. And here we go by about 9:30, 10 o'clock. We could even have some thunderstorms coming off the Rocky Mountain front, maybe around the Helena area. See a little yellow right there, little burst of some heavier precipitation. And again, possibility of a few claps of thunder with the front coming through. Now watch here tonight after midnight out here between Havre and Glasgow. That's where just a little less pink, a little freezing rain. That's warrants the winter weather advisor here, because just a little coating of some ice could create some very, very slippery conditions. So a little ice tonight, northeast Montana, and we've got some snow showers in the western part of the state. For Thursday morning, that ice moves out. Could be a little slippery in the morning hours, but we'll have some sun likely poking through the clouds by lunchtime. Look at the snow showers down the divide around the Helena area as well. Helena could have a couple of snow showers come through during the day. Up over Kings Hill Pass, we could have a few snow showers as well. Great Falls, Cut Bank, Havre should be okay. And then heading into Friday, really looking at lovely weather, sunny skies for most of the state here, and that mostly sunny trend will continue through the weekend. Snow tonight into tomorrow morning. The little belts, the big belts down the divide. You can see why we're under a winter weather advisory there. And again, it's more ice up across northeast Montana. A couple more snow showers through Thursday, and then we're done with the snow on Friday. Looking ahead, Saturday looks nice. Sunday, here we are at 8:30 in the morning. That looks pretty nice. Now Monday, a few snow showers may come through the state here with a minor storm system. And then heading into Tuesday, fairly quiet. The wind will really start to ramp up for the prairies here on Tuesday. Wednesday, maybe a burst of snow through the morning hours. But here we are around noontime on Thanksgiving. It looks pretty nice. A little breezy and maybe a couple of snow showers northeast Montana, but what the heck, let's take a look at Thanksgiving right now. You can see some colder air northeast Montana, but really temperatures not too far away from normal. I may have to adjust this forecast as we get a little closer to Thanksgiving though, but right now it looks pretty good. Tonight, a little mix of some rain, some snow, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. Again, some ice out here, out the High Line. Please be careful tomorrow morning. Lewistown, a couple of mixed rain and snow showers, and again, maybe a rumble of thunder around Helena here in just a few hours. For tomorrow, some ice early northeast Montana, some snow showers in the western part of the state. A very blustery day for just about everybody. Getting into Friday, looking at mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the 40s, and this weekend a rare quiet November weekend with a lot of sunshine and high temperatures up into the 30s and the 40s. Yeah, it'll be a little windy out across the prairies, but hey, it's November, we've got some sunshine. Now there's the 7-day forecast almost taking you into Thanksgiving, and again, not too much in the way of turkey travel. May have a little in the way of wind on Wednesday, and Fort Great Falls looking at a pretty pleasant weekend and very windy on the day before Thanksgiving.
Not too bad. Thanks a lot for that, Curtis. And coming up, are you missing live music at all? What Ticketmaster and companies like it are considering to get crowds back in the pit.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching MTN News at 6.
Welcome back, everybody. Live music might feel like a thing of the past right now, but venues and event organizers are working on ideas to bring it back sooner rather than later. Dan Grossman learned more about an idea that could make going to a concert safer if you're willing to go through several steps before showing up.
Remember what it was like to wait online for concert ticket releases? Neither do I. It has literally been that long. Of all the changes COVID has brought to our lives, live events, whether it be sports or concerts at large venues like these, have essentially been non-existent. And if they do take place, it's with far fewer people watching. But Ticketmaster is working with venues to see how they can make scenes like these a reality again once a vaccine is put into play. Outside of already implemented concepts like contactless entry and socially distanced seating, Ticketmaster has suggested that venues ask fans for their vaccine status. Eventgoers could be assured other people around them have recently tested negative as well. It works like this. People would have to get a COVID test at a set time before the event, maybe a day or two. They would then upload proof of their results. A third-party healthcare provider would store the information and keep other details private, only assuring Ticketmaster that the person is good to attend. This whole vaccine confirmation idea isn't mandatory. It would be up to the discretion of each event organizer if they decide to go this route. But Ticketmaster says it could be a good way to boost revenue, as well as get people safely doing things that might feel like the old normal. I'm Dan Grossman reporting.
We'll wrap things up here when we come back.
News leader, you're watching MTN News at 6.
Welcome back, everybody. Wrapping things up tonight with what may be this year's hot holiday item. Bud Light just jumped into the video game market. Sort of. Bud Light unveiled a device called the BL6. Now, it's a video game console with a projector and a place to chill 2 bottles of beer. The device also features 7 games to get you started, but don't expect to find this at any video game store. Anybody interested needs to first go to shopbeer.com and place a bid, and just a heads up, bidding started at $1,000. Well, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a great night, and we'll see you back here at 10.